So we definitely want to get into Rounders and the other projects you've been a part of. But before we do, just want to take a moment to see how you're doing as an actress, a human being, a parent, a wife, um, somebody, a New York City resident, most importantly, in the midst of this whole COVID-19 pandemic. How are you holding up?
It's, like everybody else, I mean, it's crazy. It's the new normal, I guess. I have pretty severe asthma, so I know what it's like not to breathe. So I have sort of a skosh of PTSD with that. So as a result, I have left the house, I don't know, probably I can count on my hands in the last 6 months. I have left the house that many times. So I went right before things went kind of on lockdown in March. I went for a run. We live in Brooklyn, so I went for a run in Prospect Park, and I just felt like people were getting too close, and to each their own. But I just didn't feel comfortable, so my anxiety level just went, and I was like, nope, I'm staying at home. So I've been at home, and thank God for our backyard, and that's what I do.
Speaking of everything that's going on, especially with COVID, let's talk about Stars in the House. And of course, everyone knows that's available on YouTube. You can check it out at 8 p.m. Monday through Saturdays. And it probably, of course, I can ask you who has been on there. It'd probably be easier to list who hasn't been on that program. It's literally star studded, and the lineups, and it's generally, from what I've seen, it's for a great cause. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
It's fantastic. Benefits the Actors Fund. It was very strange. We sort of feel like we conjured it because when everything happened and everyone, was getting sick or God forbid wasn't, or I was just checking in with everybody. And I started a text chain with the entire cast and our director and our writer, David Lindsay Abaire. How are you guys doing? Just check in. And they're texting me back, and David Lindsay Abaire, the writer of Fuddy Meers, says, "You're not going to believe this. I just got an email from Stars in the House. They want us to do this." It had been 20 years since we
Wow.
had done this. So we felt like we had conjured this somehow. We had one day of tech rehearsal. The day before we did that, it was supposed to be 2 hours. It lasted five because it was so intense. I don't know if you know that play, but it's a lot. There's a lot of action, a lot of movement, and there's a lot of people in it. They were amazing, but we were panicked the night, after that. We're like, how is this going to work? It was so great. I mean, there were crazy things that happened, like Mary Louise, all of a sudden, she had the script. Most of us had, like our iPads or our phones or whatever. She was using the script, and all of a sudden, this is what we saw.
Oh my goodness.
And so we have a little thing on the side where we can read just notes to each other, and the director's going, "Tell Mary Louise to put it." So in character, Patrick Breen says, "Gertie, I can hardly see ya, Gertie," and then she realized, and we see her go, and went on. But you know what? It was just a blast, and we raised a ton of money for the Actors Fund. So win-win, and I got to see all those fabulous faces that I missed.
Find us in all these links. It's coming up right now.
That's the trailer.